Yeah, this video is about depending on luck in horsemanship. When you ride a horse and you're not sure about the result of what you're going to do. For example, you want to go inside a spooky place, water, trailer, starting gate, whatever, while leading the horse, or on top of the horse when you ride him. And you're not sure about the result. You just hope that he will give you what you want. You think that he will give you this and this and that, but you're not sure. In my opinion, that's a problem. It's just like cars. If you say that I didn't have a car accident for a long time, it doesn't mean anything. One car accident could actually kill you. So I could stay without car accidents for, let's say, 20, 15, 30 years, but one car accident could actually kill me. The same goes for horses. 7 or 8 times out of 10, the horse was doing well. The other 2 times or 3 times, he destroyed you and destroyed himself. So when you do something and you're not sure about what will happen, that's a problem. Now, a lot of people say you cannot be, let's say, 100% sure about what's going to happen. That's true. Like, you cannot actually tell me that you are 100% sure about what the horse is going to do. He's a horse, he's an animal. So you can't actually think or predict what he's going to do always. But what you can do is actually know how much control you will have over him if he did something. For example, I want to go inside the water with this horse, and it's the first time he goes inside the water, while leading him or when I'm riding him, or the starting gate or the trailer, whatever, a spooky place. I'm not sure about what he's going to do. Okay, maybe I'm 90%, 95% sure, but I'm not going to be 100% sure. Okay, that's accurate or correct. It makes some sense. But I have to be 100% sure about how much control I have or I will have over him if he wanted to bolt, if he wanted to buck, if he wanted to air up. How? It's the first time you go inside the water. It's very simple. Because if you think about it, if you train the horse in a correct way, that means in groundwork and leading before riding him, and even when you rode him, before going inside the water, you did a lot of, let's say, tests with the horse that are similar or close from making the horse go inside the water, or even harder. And he was spooked, or let's say he spooked and he wanted to bolt, but he wasn't able to because you were able to control him, and that's the idea. I'm not sure about is he going to rear up or bolt or buck. Okay, I can understand that. But if he wanted to bolt, if he wanted to rear up, if he wanted to buck, are you able to stop him? Like, even when he's outside the water, when he's around other horses, in other, let's say, places when he disagrees with you. Inside the water, he disagreed with you. He wanted to get out from the water as quickly or as soon as possible. You wanted him to stop in our stand inside the water. Or, for example, he refused to go in. You wanted him to go in. So there is disagreement between you and him. When there was a disagreement between you and him before that, before going inside the water, when he was in front of other stallions and mares, when he saw stuff for the first time, cars, camels, dogs, cows, whatever, what did he do? And after he did what he did, what happened? Were you able to control him when he wanted to bolt? Were you able to control him when he wanted to air up? Were you able to control him when he wanted to buck? And that's the big issue, in my opinion, in horsemanship. A lot of horse riding, even the correct ones, control the horse after training him. It's a training process. You train him to do something and he gives you the final, he gives you what you want with time, then you show people the final result. So this horse is doing well inside the water, but if he's spooked inside the water or outside the water, the first thing he does is bolt away and buck you off his back. Why? Because there is no real trust. He gives you what you want after training, a long time of a training process. But when he disagrees, when he wants something and you want something completely different, the first thing he wants to do is get rid of you. And he will be successful. And that's a problem. And that's what I mean when I say you have to be sure. Not to be sure about what he's going to do, because that's impossible. But you have to be sure about what you can do when he does what he wants to do. Again, you want to be sure about what you can do when he does what he wants to do. For example, I went inside the water. Maybe he tries to bolt. He will try to bolt. Maybe he will try to rear up or buck. Maybe, just maybe. If he wanted to bolt or rear up or buck, what will I be able to do? If I'm sure that even if he wants to bolt, even if he wants to buck, even if he wants to rear, he will not be able to, because I was able to control him when he did all these moves before, and let's say in a much harder test in front of other stallions, mares, stuff like that. So I'm sure about what I can do with the horse when he does what he wants to do. In other ways of riding, even the correct ones, all their hope, all what they wish for in this case, is that I hope that he will not spook. I hope that the horse will not be, let's say, very confused or hot when he's around other horses or stallions or mares. I hope, I wish, I think, I want. But what if? What if the horse did not give you what you want? What are the options you have? In my opinion, 90% of the ways of riding, even the good ones, don't actually have good options in this case when he disagrees. They have amazing options with a well-trained horse. When he gives you what you want. You want to jump, he wants to jump, no problem. You want to gallop, he wants to gallop, no problem. You want to stop, he wants to stop, no problem. But when I ride the horse who wants to be stubborn and refuse to move, I want to move him. Or I want to stop a horse who wants to bolt. I want to, let's say, make a horse calm and relaxed, and he wants to be hot and active and wants to buck me off his back. There is a disagreement. If it happened, what are you able to do? Most ways of riding don't actually know what they can do. They just wish and hope that the horse will not do anything bad, let's say. And most of the times, the horse will actually do something acceptable. He won't do something, let's say, very, very bad or, let's say, dangerous. But what if he does it? As I said before, 8 or 7 times out of 10, he did not do anything. But the other, or the remaining 2 or 3 times, he did something very dangerous, very bad, that hurt you and hurt the horse, or could hurt you and could hurt the horse. So in my way of riding, I don't depend on luck. I don't just wish for things to happen or think that things should happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. No, I'm not expecting what the horse will do alone, because sometimes you cannot be 100% accurate, as I said before, but I'm 100% sure about what I can do when he does this and this and that, because he did it before. I will go inside the water. If he rears up, it will not be the first time he rears up with me, and I was able to control him when he reared up in a much harder situation. The same goes for bolting, bucking, or any other move. So yes, I'm not sure about what's going to happen. I accept that. But I'm not sure about what I can do. If that thing happen, I do not accept that in my way of riding, in my style of riding.